back, baby. He is back. We break this trial down the right way. You dig? But let me get my shit right. All right, we can rock. So they got this guy on the stand right now. He is a undercover agent. He is an undercover agent, and I think his sole purpose right now, I think they ultimately trying to get to they saying Melly killed his friends for the gang, sort of like an initiation. But they also trying to damage his character. This is character assassination. Let's see what he's talking about. Can't hear it. Can't hear it. Can't hear it.
Is this the picture that was sent in the text messages?
Yeah, that's the same picture.
And in these three individuals, do you recognize them?
Yes.
And who are they?
The subject in the middle is Ynw Melly, wearing the colorful outfit. Subject to the left. Oh, it's not.
Well, let's go by colors.
Okay, the green shirt is JUVY. That's Christopher Thomas, and the red shirt is Ynw SACKCHASER.
And the message associated with that said,
Yo, is this true?
My lighter go away.
the next message from Kirk on October 26th of 2018 that reads as what follows. If you could please publish that for the jury on October 26th, 5:27 p.m. again, page 79. That's council.
So the message from her at 5:27 p.m. on October 26th says, "Damn bro, I'm sorry. Get closer. Damn bro, I'm sorry for your loss. I know shit's hard right now for you right now, but keep your head up. I wish I could have been there to guide you. If it's anything you need, bro, let me know. Don't hesitate to bark at me. Love you, bro, 110%. He was offering his guidance in reference to what had occurred.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
Going on to page 81. October 29th of 2018. Can you read those two messages and publish them for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
We just gotta watch how we bark at each other, that's all. Just talk normal, hit me back, as we say. We just gotta be careful the way we talk to each other. That's all, just to talk to them normally.
So with Herc, I guess Herc is big hope.
Getting him some guidance.
Cause they really zoning in on these messages from
A
Herc.
response from the number ending in 1322 labeled as her.
You want to ask you about some music, if that's cool. Cool.
And does the October 29th...
See y'all, but this type of evidence right here, y'all.
Is that...
If they taking too long to get to the point, the jury gonna go to sleep. You see what I'm saying? From what I understand, this the second day they've been going through these text messages. Like jurors, that's what I'm looking for. They tune out fast. You figure you sitting in one seat, you there for hours. Yeah, you get a break, but you know most of them really don't even want to be there. So if they're not constantly, if the prosecution not constantly bringing up, I don't want to say exciting, but evidence that's grabbing their attention, they gonna zone out.
Email address
And these messages is just messages, like it's not implicating him in this crime. I'm sure they're trying to build up to it, but they need to get it done faster.
They mentioned Burton Jaquan at gmail.com mentioned.
Yes, same subject.
And that's on the bottom of page 82 now, going to the response from the 9807 number. What does that read?
Yeah, but I'm on my way to a show, Shine Love, SL.
Going to November 8th of 2018.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. We take a short recess, ladies and gentlemen, not discuss the case, don't form any opinion about the case, don't allow anyone to discuss the case, your questions, search, or research, please rotate over here. Thank you.
It's not strong evidence. Like he even going to sleep.
All right, you need a restroom break? All right, so you arrange that? Yes, yes. Thank you for a recess. Gary.
I've got to look out for my Shine Brothers. It's one of the 8 rules, and he references back to G-Shine rules.
How you gonna call him undercover? They might just don't even put a name on it. Undercover Detective Danny Polo. If that can't be his real name, because he would be undercover.
I'm back here with trial attorney and federal litigator Robin Nunn, but also joining the conversation is criminal defense attorney and civil rights attorney Tyler Bailey. So Tyler, good to see you. The best that I can make of this is they have a number that I think it's Melly's mother's phone, and they're basically associating him with using it. And 2 things that stood out to me. One is that the language she is using in the terms is that of somebody from the G-Shine Bloods. And then, I think more importantly, is this idea that he can't just be using this to up his street cred. They can't just be part of the G-Shine Bloods to help his image and help his career. He's got to really be a part of it, because if you're not a part of it, that's dangerous for him. And so I think that's an important narrative to be putting forward by the prosecution.
I know it ain't shit.
He needs to prove he is really a
See,
part
let me
of it.
tell you something about these people, y'all. When they breaking down these trials, they just trying to make good for TV. That's all it is. They a lie. That evidence they present right now is garbage until they get to the point. I'm gonna keep it all the way real with y'all. This nigga don't know what he talking about. Shit, we gonna do reactions to these motherfuckers until the trial start.
Of this gang, what do you think about what we're hearing from this
Garbage.
line of text messages?
Well,
Yeah.
I think that they're really trying to lay a foundation that he is associated with the gang that's in question during this case. I mean, she's going through a lot of depths of using certain lingo that's being used, whether it's words that are used commonly for Bloods and Crips, to show that this isn't just something that he just said on a one-off instance, but this is something that's commonly used. And most people know that you're affiliated with a gang. You don't allow people to use gang language with you who are not part of the gang. I think it's really going to lay that foundation about those aggravated factors that we knew the prosecution was going to bring eventually.
Yeah, look, we were talking about this before, Robin. You don't have to.
But only way this would make sense is if they trying to insinuate that Melly killed them for the gang. You know, he killed them. It's sort of like an initiation, or sort of like a what's the word, man? I can't even think of the word. But he that's the only thing they trying to say, man. Ynw Melly killed his friends to enhance his credibility with the gang. That's what I was looking for.
Establish a motive, but you need to tell a story of some kind. Otherwise, I think the jury wants that. They expect that. But at the same time, I mean, do you think that this is going to be effective? If you were defense counsel and you had an opportunity to question Detective Polo, where would you go in your cross?
Yeah, I think this is, purely why the defense team is doing so well. We talked about earlier, motive. We really need motive here, and that's one of the things we're lacking. And instead, we're kind of relying on circumstantial evidence, like gang association, like going through these texts, like having this, masked expert on what possibly was in the minds of these individuals. It's really loose association to try and prove why
See, she keeping it real.
His two childhood friends. I'm just not sure that the jury is going to be convinced by it all.
I told y'all, man.
Tyler, let me go back to you on something with Detective
Listen to me.
Polo.
These niggas don't know
Aside from
shit,
the substance
except for her.
of what he was saying, so much was made about his appearance. He was wearing a mask that covered his entire face except his eyes for safety purposes because he was part of the gang unit.
Ray had 2 trials with these people
it's a violation of their client's
these type of
constitutional right,
charges.
the confrontation clause. He has the right to actually confront the witnesses against him. Then we find out earlier this morning that his wife has apparently posted his photo online through the Cash app.
Oh,
He's taken
shit.
the mask off, but we're not showing his face. The judge asked us not to show his face for whatever.
Oh shit! Who is that? Let me find out who he is.
And the question becomes, since he didn't take his mask off in other trials, like the XXS Tentacion trial, where he testified with the mask on, or even more recently, Scott Peterson out in Florida.
Yo, hold up though, y'all. What type of shit is that, yo? So who is this guy? They're using the same witness, the same detective for the XXX Tentacion trial? That's strange, y'all.
Does the fact that he kept the mask on for those cases, and given what has happened this morning, does that jeopardize those cases in any way?
I think you could possibly jeopardize those cases. I think it certainly gives the issue for appeal that the defense maybe will use in this case. I would take issue with the mask being on. It leads the jurors to believe this is something, or the defendant is inherently dangerous and scary, right? He using a ski mask that the state's witness cannot even testify without the mask on. And then you go back and look at the other cases where he testified without his mask on. I think if I was the defense counsel on those, I would probably try to use it on some way to try to help my clients out. It's definitely going to be used on both ends. I think it's definitely an issue for the defense here and their right to approach and question any witness who's testifying against the defendant. And I think the judge made the right decision on requiring it to be removed.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we might be able to get our very own boots on the ground, Terry Austin, with us to talk about what's been happening in that courtroom. So stay with us here on Law and Crime. Got a lot more for you.
Let's go back.
Keep things clean, that one. We would object to him continuing to.
He wants a sit down with you and Jay Green. Jay Green is Jalen Green of Mr. Devon's associates, who happens to be part of a different G-Shine set. Me, you, Jay Green, and him.
Okay. Going now to that same page, the message on October 8th of 2018, 12:43 p.m. Can you read this message and then translate it, please?
To stay in tune is to communicate, bro. If you feel like it's too much, you can line up elsewhere, but you won't get the perks and respect you get now. The choice.
What does that translate to?
So based on context from the messages I read, the 9807 number wasn't checking in and communicating with members of Gino's lineup. Gino's set enough, and he's letting the 9807 number know that if it's too much for him, he can't follow the rules and check in as it's required, then he can pick a different set, different blood set, different lineup. Specifically uses the word line up. But he's saying their set has the most respect.
Okay. So going to page 31, I want to go to now the message from the 9807 phone number on October 23rd of 2008.
Yeah, we're on our way to 2,000 subscribers too, y'all.
Just says,
Make sure y'all subscribe when y'all catch this video, man. Support the
And then going
motherfucking
down
movement,
to
man.
October 24th of 2018 at 12:37 a.m. What does that message show?
the GKB or G-Shine.
And the blog of that, yeah.
Both.
Okay.
They go by many names. Before.
Is this the same that was reflected in some of those emails that you had previously discussed?
I would have to go to the email, make sure see if it's word for word the same, but it's consistent with the G-Shine oath.
Okay, and that was previously admitted as state 69. And state 68. Are the other two that we've done so far. So,
This is what I'm saying, yo. This is long and drawn out.
You want to know what page I'm on?
please, if you could refer to one for that.
So I want to bring on our boots on the ground, Terry.
So that's where we ended up on that issue. He now has the mask off. The people in the room can see, including about 20 young students who are watching this trial. And obviously the jury can now see his face as well. But the world is not.
By the way, I think there's a bigger issue here. The fact that we all now know his face was on the Cash App. And he's obviously going to have probably a difficult conversation with his wife later. It seemed like he was blindsided by that information. But, I mean, the idea that we all now know that, and that was broadcast by the defense in open court as opposed to maybe in the judge's chambers, I'm just curious what you think about that, Terry.
Well, it's a great question, Jesse, because even before the courtroom continued, even before the sidebar, Danny Polo said, Your Honor, can I have a minute? And he said,
Hey, man, they stole my shit. It's like, nah, they stole my shit. They just cut out, man. What the fuck law crime start doing that? Yo. Yeah, he crazy. Oh, this must be live trial. It better be live trial. That nigga Mary looks silly as a motherfucker. I don't know why people put tattoos on their face, yo. That is some of the dumbest shit I've ever witnessed in my life. If you got one, alright. Come on, man. You got multiple tattoos on his face.
Okay, so we left off and we've gone to now page 83. November 4th of 2018, 1:50 a.m. The focus button is a little easier. What does this particular message say?
Good show, Herc. You had me turn. Be safe on the road. On that road to full South Florida. Or sorry, South Florida. So sorry. Shined up.
Okay. Continuing on, there's a message on November 8th, again, still on page 83 for Defense Counsel. That is at 12:58 p.m. If you could read that one, please.
Moreless, east side, banging blood. I be that true and living blank. Standed and grounded with devotion. Overstanding and loyalty for cause of Ola. Reppin' that Shine family. Because real riders don't switch. Therefore, it's platinum gold, gold platinum, 001, G's up. Even when my mind, body, and soul departs, forever expanding with mind, highline, black.
Okay. So, continuing on to page 84, there's a discussion about add me back. Do you know what that refers to?
In this context, I think he's probably talking about social media.
Okay. Continuing on to November 18th of 2018. Can you read this text message and translate it?
Why this that word going around telling the homies you want to play because your name up under Gino? I'm a Peter roll that fool on the hood.
And if you could explain what this means.
So, Goon was we talked about it early on. Jamel Demons was being recruited by two different G-Shine sets, two different lineups, whips, whatever you want to call it. One of them was under Goon, and that's the one that Jay Green belongs to. The other set was the one being run by Gino and Herc, all the way up to the Godfather stretch. When Mr. Demons, or I apologize, when the 9807 phone number decided to go with Gino, Herc, and Stretch, it caused issues with Goon because that second lineup, that second G-Shine set was not chosen, and that caused issues because they wanted to recruit him first.
Okay, so what is the Peter rule, that fool?
It's just slang. He's just saying he's basically run too low, beat him up, or whatever. Could be anything at that point.
Okay, so on November 19th of 2018 on page 85, the message that's sent from the 1322 Herc phone number. Yes, what does that one say?
Yo, I sent you a beat. Tell me what you think about it. I was hoping you can put a hook on if you like that one instead. If you like that one instead, let me know what you think.
Can you explain what a beat is?
The soundtrack to a song, the music in the background, no audio, no vocals, just the beat, the music.
Okay, and what is a hook?
A hook would be when a rapper or any musician just jumps on a song and does a short verse on the song, so the main artist creates, takes a beat, creates a song, and then they'll pay someone for a hook or for a verse in a song. It's very popular with in the rap community. Everyone does it.
So, talking about now on page 86, November 21st, 2018. What message is that sent to the 9807 number?
This one right here.
The top one, yes.
Yeah. You got to show Saturday, bro? Question.
Okay.
Yo, hit me up. Oh, sorry. I thought you wanted to ask
Yes, please.
Yo, hit me up, Shine Set, bro. I gotta ask you something.
Okay, and then continuing on to the 24th.
I'ma call you when I get there. And
Now the 9807 number on November 24th of 2018 sends some text messages. If you could read the one in the middle right there.
Can I see the one above it?
Sure.
Okay. So then, this one's okay, at the top here. Drums and 22 clips. 2 and 33 clips.
And what are those?
Drums would be referring to drum magazines for firearms. A drum magazine is a magazine, if you don't know what a magazine is. A gun has, sometimes people call it clips. A clip is not a magazine, but that's what a lot of people call it. It's where the bullets are contained within the gun. You put the bullets into the magazine and then stick that in your gun. So they come in regular size magazines, or like a gun comes with a standard magazine. Like a Glock, most Glocks come with a 17-round magazine or 15-round magazine, depending on the size of the bullet. Here he's requesting drums and 22 clips. So a drum mag is usually 50 rounds. 22 clip would be something that holds at least 22 rounds, and then a 33 clip would be something that holds at least 33 rounds.
Okay, then on November 24th, the response from Kirk is DL. What did you translate that to again?
I hear you.
Okay.
Just kind of means like, okay.
Okay. Continuing on, in terms of the items that are discussed here, if you could just read them out. I'll start at the top.
Looks like a wish list to me, or in order.
Okay.
2 9mm 30 clips. So again, clips being magazines. He's asking for a 30-round magazine. 1 9mm 22 magazine clip. 2 clear 40 cal drums. So 2 drum magazines, the ones that are round that hold at least 50 rounds. Sometimes they make them that hold 100 or 150 rounds. And he wants it chambered, or the 9807 number wants it chambered at 40 caliber.
Okay.
And then 1 clear 9mm drum, same thing. A drum magazine for 9mm round caliber rounds, and a clear kind. So some of these drum mags are black, which is you can't see through them. Some of them for showmanship or just because they look cooler, get it clear and you can see all the bullets inside. It's just a preference thing, I guess.
Okay. And technical, you don't know if these were used for a video shoot or anything like that. You can't give any comment on that.
No, it just looks like a list of
Okay.
magazines that they're requesting for those 2 types of calibers, 9s and 40s.
Okay. And then the list continues on November 24th at 3:10 p.m.
Yeah, so this does refer to actual bullets. Get some hollows too. It's called hollows. Hollows are hollow point bullets, as opposed to like all round, which is just like what we use for target practice. A hollow point bullet has rivets in it, and when it makes impact, it kind of disintegrates and it becomes many projectiles. Kind of just spreads apart.
Okay.
Spreads apart, so it's kind of looks like that, and then it will
Moving on to
disintegrate.
page 89. What is shown in the message from Herc on November 24th of 2018?
Herc states, I got a customized Glock 17 for sale if you want it to. A Glock 17 is a model of a Glock handgun. It's chambered at 9mm.
And then there are pictures that are shown of that same.
Yes.
Okay, I want to go forward now on November 28th, 2018 at page 93. The first 2 messages there, if you could read those.
Bet it up, shine. Right. Sorry. Bet it up, shine right, shine bright, shine love, bro. They capitalized the B for blood, capitalized the O for Ola, which is, according to the Bible, Swahili for blood, and I think it really is. I'm looking it up.
Okay. So then on the next message, continuing on this page 93, the next message at 10:03 p.m. from the 1322 PERC number to the 9807 number.
It says, boy, I see your ugly ass on TV representing with the capital R.
Okay. So I want to move up now to still on page 93, December 5th, 2018. And if you could read that message, please, and publish for the jury.
Damn, what's up, blood? We beefing or something? I know you view me barking at you. I just be trying
What's up,
to
blood?
check on you. That's one of the 31 rules.
What up, cuz?
And the N-word really care about you, bro. Cause that fake rockin', you don't roll like that, bro. Not in this vibe, dog. We straight up with each other, and cause we gon' die about this.
Why Herc ain't locked up? He all in this damn indictment.
Shit you heard, just let me know what's up.
And if you could translate that, please.
I'll do it in portions.
Okay.
We don't get lost. So, first part, he's asking him what's going on, blood. So he's referring to him as
Yes.
blood, acknowledging him as one of his own. He's asking if they're fighting or they beefing. What's going on?
Okay, I'll be up there.
Response is, communicate with that on rules. He says, I know you see me barking at you, right? So he can see that the messages are being viewed.
He ain't fucking with you, Herc.
He's just checking up on him. So he's not getting responses. And that's one of the 31 rules, references back to 31 rules in the Bible. That's both the Ynw Bible and JUVY Bible. Then he says, follows it up by saying, we really care about you. Right here, again, the use of the CK per killer. Right? So it's just nothing specific. He's not really dissing the crib or anything. It's just common way of bloods to type.
Yo, the jury is like, yo, what the fuck does this have to do with him killing his friend?
Saying, if you're fake rocking, you don't roll like that. Fake rocking would be the same thing as fake false flagging or set tripping. It's just basically saying, if you are going to say you're one of us, you're really going to be one of us. You can't.
That's not what that nigga. That's not what he mean. See, that's the thing, yo, about when they do that. He mean like, yo, if you ain't fucking with me, yo, say that. That shit is not. That shit is not. That don't have nothing to do with the gang. He's talking about him in particular. He ain't talking about no goddamn gang. Like these, I hate these witnesses that do that, man. They get on stand and these detectives just make it what they want it to be. That is not what that motherfucker meant. That shit ain't had nothing to do with the gang. He's talking about him in particular. If you ain't fucking with me, yo, let me know that. Straight up.
Each other. And we're going to die about this G-Shot family. So this is not just a club, an organization. This isn't the Boy Scouts. This is an organization that they're willing to die out. He's saying, I'm just saying this so you hear me, and so you know what's up.
Okay. And in terms of the response about the communication, in terms of that, we'll go to the 9807 number, responds as what?
Bro, why really just be beefing? What's the typo there?
Okay. And then the response from 1322 Hurt.
Of course, we're not beefing, bro, but you gotta do better on your communication with your 5-dub. That's part of getting your state together. So you tell them there's no beef, there's no problem, but you need to communicate better with us. And this is a common theme. He needs to communicate better with his G-Shine members, and he mentions it in there.
Okay.
You
And the
trying to
response
extort
the
Melly.
9807 number.
Hurt, and that word be dead busy.
Oh my goodness, this boy.
Referring to him as Hurt, he's acknowledging he's G-Shine, and we say that he's just been too busy to communicate back. Flight to flight, don't even see my mama text on God. So saying that he's so busy he can't even text his mother.
Okay. And then to continue on page 94 still, the response from Hurt to that busy text.
Yeah.
Make it possible, sorry.
He says, I smell that, bro. Well, I understand you. I feel you. Same thing. I smell that, bro. But this G-Shine family shit is, he uses double R, it's real right. We talked about that. Right? So that means we're not a fake, unsanctioned set. Not a fake set. I won't call them fake. They're not, he's saying we're a real set. We're aligned with a national sanctioned set. So they're real right mom, regardless of mom being members of blood. Regardless of how busy we all get, we always got to make sure we find time to check up on the bros. Even trouble. Do it, bro. And he's a big artist like you. It's nothing personal, and we're not saying we want all your time. Just text and let us know you're good. That's all, bro. You say we your brothers, but you be showing us different. And we really gotta be real. Love for you, Hurt, 110%.
So then moving on again to the digital version on December 7th of 2018. What is the text that accompanies this video?
I believe this was a screen recording of a conversation between Goon and Janelle Demons, if I remember this video correctly.
So it's a go
Goon being the same subject that was recruiting Mr. Demons into the other set. Melly's bitch ass. Just smiling laughing face.
Hey. Yeah. Hey, who you want with? Who you want with? You want who? Yeah, sounds good. Now listen, send him my number. Yeah, my big homie wanna holler and send him my number. Ain't no talking, but you trying to meet this yourself so I can beat your ass, shit. You ain't send me no address yet. Alright, send him.
Court is in sidebar. Fuck. They're going sidebar for, man. Take it back.
He says, I smell that, bro. Well, I understand you. I feel you. Same thing. I smell that, bro.
Hey,
But
my bad,
this
man.
G-Chun family shit is, he uses double R's, real right. Talked about that. Right? So that means we're not a fake, unsanctioned set. Not a fake set. I won't call them fake. They're not. He's saying we're a real set. We're aligned with a national sanctioned set.
No, getting rich
So
and
the
joining
real
the
right
gang is
mob,
crazy to me, yo.
regardless of mob being members of blood. Regardless of how busy we all get, we always gotta make sure we find time to check up on the bros. Even trouble. Do it, bro. And he's a big artist like you. It's nothing personal, and we're not saying we want all your time. Just text and let us know you good. That's all, bro. You say we your brothers, but you be showing us different, and we really gotta be real. Love for you hurt 110%.
So then moving on again to the digital version on December 7th of 2018. What is the text that accompanies this video?
I believe this was a screen recording of a conversation between Goon and Janelle Demons, if I remember this video correctly.
So to go to
Goon being the same subject I was recruiting Mr. Demons into the other set.
Yeah, what's that? Man, they might as well just throw this case out. I ain't gonna lie. They might as well throw this case out. Hey, yo. Oh, shit. I ain't got my motherfucking microphone hooked up. I'm geeking, y'all.
Of the contact on this, what does it read as?
You want me to say no?
Yes.
No. Melly's bitch ass. I think it's just smile in the back.
Hey. Hey, who you roll with?
Man, y'all.
Yeah, sounds good. Now listen, send him my number. Yeah, my big homie wanna holler, send him my number. It ain't no talking, but you trying to beat yourself so I can beat your ass, shit.
Damn.
You ain't send me no address yet. Alright, send him over.
I gotta fuck my mic up. Good thing I got two. Good thing I got two. Fuck my damn mic up. Geek. Yo, yo. Yo, yo. Good. I ain't have my mic on. Fuck the last audio. Melly bitch ass. Yo recorded it.
Yeah, sounds good. Now listen, send him my number. Yeah, my big homie wanna holler, send him my number.
That's the thing about that gang shit.
You trying to beat yourself so I can beat your ass, shit.
My big hoey. Yo, I wish the fuck the would. Man, these niggas crazy. that's the thing I never could get with gang activity. Yo, I ain't no never man telling me what to do, yo. And I gotta do it, and if I don't do it, it's gonna be a consequence. Like, man, fuck out of here. Nigga, you do it. Really crashed me out.
Georgia.
That's why I never joined. Hella opportunities in the joint. Turn it down every time.
12/20/2018, 2:32 a.m. from the 1322 phone number that begins with 404.
On a
What
tier
is
with
that
nothing but
message?
bloods at one point.
Be back in the meeting.
Stays a civilian.
Okay, and then continuing on to the next message.
Hey Melvin, how long you gonna be in Atlanta?
And where is Atlanta located?
Georgia.
Moving on to the bottom of page 97. You could publish that last message on there.
I got somebody that wanna book you for a show. Hurt bus at me.
Going on to now page 102 for defense counsel. The individual identified as Goon, the phone number ending in 9277. You reviewed these messages as well?
Yes.
And you mentioned that there's two sets that were trying to recruit the defendant.
Yes. From the messages on the phone, it was clear that two different G-Shine sets were trying to recruit these defendants.
And is Goon in the same set or lineup as Gino, Stretch, and the Hurt messages we just went through?
Based on the context from all the messages I read.
Okay. And in terms of the first message from the 813-451-9277 phone number, what is Goon saying? And that's the name of the contact that's given.
Yeah, Goon was identified as Isaiah Eberhard. He was identified as a documented G-Shine gang member. He says, yo, twin, you don't have any of the recent Englewood knowledge, books of knowledge, Bibles. I am trying to find out how much you need.
And the response from the 9807 phone number is?
Yeah, I had some five. He's referring to the knowledge.
Okay. And then the response from Goon.
Out of date shit, or you up and bombing. And if you recall, 2016, I mentioned 2016, G-Shine Bible,
Man, I'm reading this shit.
knowledge was rewritten. We called it God Knows Best.
Damn. Man, I'm a strain when they talking about
And
something.
if you could go through now September
I ain't
2nd,
going any
2018, the next message that's on there, and read it.
I'll break it down. 2 weeks.
Like, this is irrelevant. This not relevant, y'all.
Yeah, that's G-Shine, slang, just like brokerage. Just
I'm
let-
telling y'all the jury and that bitch dozing off. If I was on the jury, I would be going to sleep right now.
Godfather to boss, right? This was slang. Poured him a drink on what shape
This might be one of the boldest trials I ever watched.
formed of what's happening with the 9807.
Defense probably not even gonna present the case.
Tells the big fool that the 9807 number is going to line up.
I don't think they got to.
He's going to join their set. So that way he was in tune with the play. Okay? So that he knows everything is everything. And the 9807 number was choosing that as the lineup that he wanted to be a part of. So he states the big fool. So the boss told me blowfish you is 9. Blowfish
His number.
just means 7. 7 cent, like 2 cent, right? Behind percent. To send him is 9. It's 9 digits, his phone. So send you his 9 digits, so you have it for whatever reason you might need it. He says he's well known on death row, and he explains to him, basically this synopsis right here, he just explains to him that he's in the music industry, and he knows a lot of guys like Young Thug, Blood, French Montana, not sure of his affiliations, Joe Santana, Wizard Blood, a bunch
Why
of
he ain't sure French Montana?
but these are all rappers. So he's trying to sell his set, his the G-Shine set as a good set to be a part of because their boss is in the music industry and already knows a couple of their well-known rappers who have no affiliate. It says, I need your email so I can send you the updated info with you. It will be the knowledge, books of knowledge, items.
Okay, so continuing on, the response from the 9807 number is,
That twin feed beats. Send me the knowledge, he has to learn.
okay. Then response from the 9277 number,
It says, I got you.
9807 response,
What's his 9? What's his phone number?
These not even Melly messages.
the phone number sent, the next message,
631-260-5797.
no. Going to the September 2nd of page 104, September 2nd of
Hope going and got that phone on.
21 p.m. This particular message, you could publish that one.
So on September 2nd at 221, this message is sent from you. You're walking with me now, so I gotta make sure you on your shit because you're a reflection of me and him. So he's telling him, because you are under me and I'm under him, the Godfather, Big Fool, then you need to make sure that you're on point, you know what you're doing, you know your stuff, because you're a reflection of us. And from the previous conversations, if one person messes up underneath you and you're the one on home, the repercussions might affect the guys above the body.
So you said bringing someone home. What does that mean?
Bringing someone home is a game terminology, sorry for that.
Joining the gang. Bring it home.
Basically just bringing them into the game. Say that brought them home. That's just very common slang for them to use.
So one of the responses from the 9807 number on September 2nd, 2018, what does that say?
Lingo crazy. So he's saying that the lingo, the language that they're using is crazy.
And does the 9807 number provide an email to receive the knowledge of?
Yes, he's saying the same Ynw Melly booking at gmail.com from the previous guys.
Okay, and so the other responses he uses on September 7th, 2018, 2:54 p.m., page 105 council.
The 9807 messages included.
The other email that is provided from the individual name is what is that?
Elevation mp2 at gmail.com.
And then the next message on September 7th of 2018.
Sent the last memo, just wanted to make sure you get it.
And the response from the 9807 number.
He's gonna view it now, so he's gonna view it now.
And then from 9277 in response to that.
Same thing as before, when you write to you down low, I hear you.
Okay. Next message from the 9807.
Got it, 5. That's a common for them to call each other, either twin or blood, and call each other 5, and they say 5. So, I don't know if we're any difference with them, that's how they communicate with each other.
And so with regards to the messages here now on page 107, on September 7th, 2018, talking about the oath again.
Right, so.
Man, I'm coming back after
Issue some other shit.
after lunch.
You got the oath and all that,
Okay.
and then
They ain't talking about nothing.
9807 response.